my lovelies, I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me today here on Lumiere. I'm really happy you're here. Okay, today's pick a card reading is a no contact reading. So if you are in separation with your person, if you're in no contact, if you're taking a break, then these are the messages for you. I haven't done one of these readings for a while, so I'm looking forward to it and seeing what messages come through. Please know that my readings contain both light and shade, not to cast shade on anyone or on your situation, but just to get a full and realistic picture of what is going on in your situation, all right? So please bear that in mind before we go ahead, but let's take a look at the groups. I have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Take as much time as you need, as always. Pause the video if you want to meditate on the groups. Listen to your intuition, let your inner voice guide you today. While you make your selection, I will just let you know that I have 2 beautiful books available, Attract Soulmate Love and Feminine Frequency. They're about attracting love into your life using feminine energy. That is the energy of receiving. If you want to find out more about that, they are linked in the description box below if that is resonating with you. Remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest, but when you are ready, your timestamps are in the description box below this video. Head to your timestamp and I will see you in a moment. Hey there my lovelies, hope you're doing really well. This is your reading for everyone who picked group number 1 and the beautiful pyrite cluster crystal. Let's find out what's going on in your no contact situation with your person. I'm sorry if you're in that situation because I know it can be very challenging and painful. So, whoops, that's too many. That's quite a lot of energy going on for your reading already, but let's just see what we've got for you. Reflection. Okay, so this is a card 13, so that may be a sign for you in this connection, or 4. I've not drawn this card before, so this is quite interesting. There's a lot of green heart chakra energy here. So definitely a time of reflection. Somebody in this connection really needs time to think about things, but they are drawing conclusions from this, really kind of assessing their own part in this, right? Their own behavior, their own patterns, being able to kind of look within themselves and kind of figuring out distortions. So you may have kind of come up against some distortions in their behavior, which are showing up for you and creating challenges here, all right? Look, we have I'm scared of losing you. So your person does need some time. They do need some time to think. They are reflecting on things, and yet they don't want to lose you. So they're very much still connected to your energy, right? Connected to your energy. I'm hearing from Spirit that they're still in love with you, right? And they don't want to lose you. So maybe they just need some space to kind of figure things out, kind of work out, you know, what their triggers are, what's going on with them. I feel actually that they've got like a fear of abandonment, this I'm scared of losing you. So there may be this element with them where they push you away, right? If they feel like they're getting triggered or they're jealous or something like this. I'm not really picking up on that at the moment, but if they're just feeling that kind of energy of just like, oh, I might lose you, then it could be the case that they take a step back or they push you away before you can do that to them because it will be too painful. So kind of self-preservation or self-protection energy showing up in your reading. Softening your heart. So beautiful feathers on here. So white feathers may be a sign for you, but there's also a very specific feather, which is black feather with white spots. So that may be a sign for you as well. It says exposing the bare soul, showing vulnerability. So I think this is an issue with you and your person right now. It's just like maybe you're putting up walls or blocks or wearing a mask, or somebody in this connection is doing that in order to protect themselves from you know, feeling abandoned or being triggered in that way. And there is this move towards breaking down those barriers in front of the heart space in order to soften, in order to open, right? Because the nature of deep connection, the nature of true love is to be vulnerable, okay? So, and I think that that's something that your person is really recognizing. Let's jump into your tarot. Sorry, you might hear me shifting about, getting comfortable. I have to move every sort of 15 minutes just to get comfortable. Let's find out what's going on for you guys. I think this is really nice though, this softening your heart, just allowing them into your heart, and them allowing you into their heart. So it's just like there is deep feeling here, deep love here, and this is just about like this yielding is what I'm hearing from Spirit, kind of yielding to the experience, to the feelings, to the vulnerability, to the openness, right? You know, yielding to the invitation of opening the heart space to feel more, to connect at a deeper level, you know, and that isn't for the faint of heart, you know, it is a strong person who can do that. Let's see. Scorpio's energy showing up here really strongly in your reading. This is really powerful what I'm seeing here. So I feel like there is deep love here. I feel like this is a soulmate connection. Leo's energy as well with your person. I really sense this, that you are connected heart to heart, soul to soul, that this is a very deep soulful connection. You look into each other's eyes and you can see like many lifetimes is what I'm seeing. But I feel like there's been like a breakdown in the communication or in understanding. I'm getting a couple of messages coming in, so this may or may not resonate with you. I feel for some of you there's this energy whereby there is love here and yet your person is showing up in a superficial way, right? I'm just like, let's just hook up, let's just keep it friends with benefits, let's just, or they're kind of inconsistent in and out of their life. So they're showing up in a way that is a little bit of an unhealthy, or kind of just in a way that is a little bit hurtful towards you, I guess. But it's like they're doing the best that they can. But I feel like this has caused like a breakdown in the communication, because you're just like, this isn't what I want. And also, not just that, not just this isn't what I want, but also like, I know there's more to this. I know that you have feelings for me, right? I know that there's a lot of passion here as well. There may be some drama or some chaos in this connection that I'm seeing, that it's been quite intense. So I see that here as well. So there is that. Oh, there was another message that is coming through. Oh yeah, I feel like there's an energy here whereby they may be acting like they're a little bit of a player, like they don't want to connect at that deeper level, right? And they're sharing their energy with other people in a way that is kind of unacceptable to you, or not, or kind of painful to you. And yet they do have emotional intelligence, they do have emotional depth, and you have seen that facet of them and that side of them. Right? I feel like this that we're seeing with this Knight of Wands energy is really like a facade, or something that they've built up in order to protect themselves. You see here he has his armor on, you know, to protect himself here. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like this is someone who's in like a state of like deep protection, and so what they do is they show up in this way that's just like, you know, I keep things surface level, or I don't commit to anybody, or something like this. But I just feel like you're really coming up against that, and it's caused quite a lot of intensity or drama. But you've seen this side of them where you just know that what they're presenting as is not, this persona is what I want to say, is not their true self. And you've seen this more vulnerable side of them. You've seen the emotional depth that they have, right? It may also be that when you first met them, they showed up in this way that was very soulful and deep, right? And now as it's kind of developed, and if you got into like a sexual connection with them, it's become more complicated. Whereas when you were just friends, or when you were just starting out, it's like, I feel like you can't believe this of them as well for some of you. You're just like, I never would have expected this of you, is what I want to say. I don't know how that resonates for you, but that's what I want to say here. I feel like your person has been really slow in making a decision about what it is that they want in this situation and in this connection, right? I feel like they're being maybe a little bit like, I want to say manipulative, like emotionally manipulative, or they want to manipulate or control. I see Taurus energy here, the circumstances, the situation, right? So that they can keep, I'm hearing open-ended, so that they can keep things open-ended. So it's just like they won't tell you one way or another, but they want to keep things open-ended, and they're doing something which is either controlling this or even subtly and subconsciously, I want to say, manipulating this situation or you or your emotions, okay? And I feel like there's something about that which is quite subtle that you may not have seen. Again, it's not because they're a bad person, it's like a coping mechanism. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, I feel like your person is a little bit immature. I see Virgo's energy showing up here. I feel like they're sharing their energy with other people is what I want to see. There may be a third party situation here, but the thing that I'm really getting here is that they're a little bit of a player, or they're kind of sharing their energy with other people by maybe talking to other women or other guys or whatever, whoever, on different apps, and you're kind of aware of this, or someone from their past that they quite haven't let go of. If this is the case, you already know about it, right? You're just like, I know about this. So there's something here where they're like a little bit immature in the way that they approach their relationships. That are a little bit superficial. I feel like they're doing the best that they can with what they've got, you know, in terms of information about relationships. They're definitely very attracted to you. This could be someone who's very attractive themselves, you know, who gets a lot of attention from other people, either because they've got status or money or good looks, something like this. A lot of people want to get involved in that, and it's like difficult for them to you know, not to want to get that outside validation. I feel like there's something here where your person is a blank slate, you know, where they kind of a bit chameleon, yeah, chameleon-like, where they fit in with anybody. You know, if they're with introverts, they'll be more introverted. If they're with extroverts, if they're in a party situation, and they kind of mold themselves to who they're with. Again, this is a sense, it's because they don't really know who they are. Like, they don't have a strong sense of their own self. I feel like also there's something about themselves that they don't understand, whereby they don't understand that if they carry on like this, they're going to end up in a situation where they have no one. They don't realise how quickly time is going to go by, or that they're going to end up in a situation where they're unfulfilled in some way. If they carry on kind of showing up to life in this way, or showing up to their relationships in this way, I feel like your person, like, there's an energy here where they like to get outside validation sometimes from other people in a romantic or sexual way. Let's see what else we have. They desire you, though, very strongly. Yeah, you guys, Scorpio energy, Gemini's energy showing up for you. You get the Lovers. This is how they feel about you. The Lovers. So there is, this could be your twin flame. I'm really getting a twin flame vibe from this, right? Or a higher level soulmate. So yeah, this is a significant connection. If you're feeling it in a very deep way, this is why. So this is everything that you are everything that they've ever wanted. You bring them a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of satisfaction. They feel like they can be authentic with you, right? So maybe when they show up in this way to life with other people, they just get to see the persona, but you've seen the real them, which is why you've connected to them at a deeper level, and they've connected to you. They're still feeling you. You're bound up very strongly. You may have a soul contract with this person. Excuse me. That's what I'm seeing here. And they feel it, like, it may even frighten them how much the depth of the emotion that they have for you, okay? It's something that they've never connected to before, that they've not experienced, and it is helping them to mature in terms of their relationships, but they feel like they can be authentic with you. From their higher self, they know that you are the one, is what I want to say. And I feel like from the 5D, you are in union, you are connected like that. They can sense your energy all the time. You can send them psychic messages. They're thinking about you a lot. A lot, a lot. Let's see what else. Sagittarius energy showing up here. You have learned a lot about yourself as a result of this connection, or you're coming into this understanding. You're seeing an aspect of yourself which you didn't even know that you had. I feel like you've done a lot of healing work, like you've grown a lot is what Spirit is saying, like really expanded in your consciousness and grown a lot. This connection may have led you down a path of kind of learning more about spirituality, or developing like a regular yoga practice, or a regular meditation practice, or just reading books, or learning about manifestation, or spirituality, or like really awakened your psychic abilities. I feel like you've left like an old version of yourself behind, and I feel like this person has really come to you to help you to heal old wounds, or to kind of be in alignment. You see, there's something here that you see that you didn't see before you met them, about yourself, about love, about relationships, about humanity, about the human experience, right? You just weren't aware of it before you met this person. And it may be as a result of meeting this person, and this is what I feel it is. Or it could just be a timing issue. You know, yellow irises may be a sign for you in this connection as well. I feel like you have taken a step back to do a lot of healing work, about like learning about your boundaries, about what's okay with you, and what feels good to you, and what's true to you, what's right, what's your authentic truth, right? It's powerful for you. I feel it very, I feel it in my heart space. Let's see what else is going on. Oh my goodness, you guys, I see them coming back towards you. They want to make a romantic gesture. They want to come back towards you. And they're coming with a serious offer. And that offer is an offer of a relationship. Okay? If it wasn't such a strong message, I wouldn't say it. I'd kind of... well, you know, I always say what I see, or what the messages are that come through. But it's a direct message I'm seeing here. I'm seeing the Four of Wands, which is the 1111 card coming out for you as well. Cancer's energy showing up here. That may be significant in your chart or their chart. So 1111 is more twin flame energy, but I see them wanting to create something more stable, wanting to get onto they're moving into this energy when they wanted to have a relationship, and I feel like before this time they didn't. Maybe they weren't ready, maybe they had some unfinished business, maybe they had some loose ends that they wanted to tie up, maybe they had to shift from that energy of being that kind of their younger self or of kind of playing the field and thinking of themselves in this new light as someone who is committed or monogamous or whatever it is. But whatever it is, they're coming towards you and they want to talk about the long term. They want to talk about the future and kind of getting a shared vision for the future so that you can create something together. And they want to get closer to you as well. They do want to be able to connect to your heart, okay, and build something with you for the future. Maybe a family, maybe just a home, maybe building a home. But whatever it is, it's serious that they're coming towards you. It's meaningful is what Spirit is saying. So it isn't nothing, you know, it isn't I just want to mess with you, or I just want to see if you're still interested. I see them being able to open their heart more to you. And this fear of losing you is driving them forward to think about their future and what it is that they truly want. I want to get one of these. Let's get some messages for you. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. I really see that in your reading. There is a lot of friendship here. Maybe you're in the friend zone. Maybe this was based on friendship to begin with, or that you were friends for a long time, right? And now having trying to make, I see that for some of you, that it's a friendship that led to more, and now it's become confusing and they're confused about what they want. That's a message for some of you, but there is, they hold you in high regard is what I'm seeing here as well. Longing. They're secretly yearning for you. So I told you this person is thinking about you all the time, okay? And they feel that pull to come towards you, okay? So this, I think they're going to overcome any resistance that they have. I really feel like that in this energy that I'm getting, this is someone who wants to be with you, and they may have been triggered and they may have been freaked out, and it may be a transition stage in their life where they need to figure stuff out. But this person, they want to be in your energy, they long for you, they crave you, right? but like in a healthy way, just like, oh, this is my person and now I'm not with them. All right, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to read your cards. As always, claim this reading if you're resonating with it down in the comments. You may want to consider subscribing to the channel as well. I channel for the collective, and if you're subscribed to the channel, people usually find that it resonates at a deeper level for them if they're subscribed, because then you're kind of part of the collective. If you want to find out more about this connection, the future, timings, things like that, then I recommend Keen as an amazing resource for beautiful psychics. You can get a psychic reading. You can get 10 minutes for just $1.99. That deal is linked in the description box. If you want to find out who I talk to at Keen, the psychics who I connect with personally, they're all over on my website, lumieretarot.com. If you hit the tab tarot, you'll see that list there. All right, but I'm sending you lots of love. Take care. Hey everyone, welcome to your reading, to everyone who picked group number 2 and this beautiful Amazonite point. Hope you're all doing really well. Let's find out what's going on in your no contact situation with your person today. Purification. Okay, so this is a 14, so the numbers 14 or 5 may be a sign for you in this. The naked truth. Okay, so this is like bearing your souls to one another is what I'm seeing here. It's kind of getting to the essence of things, you know, burning away any distortion, any distraction, any kind of need to kind of hide aspects of yourself to get to the truth of things. So I'm seeing that coming out here. That's fire element. You may have a lot of fire in your chart, or your person is. What I'm hearing is kind of get back to basics. So maybe your situation has got quite confusing or complicated, right? Or you've got a lot of complicated circumstances in your situation, but there's this element here of just like, can you kind of cut that away? Can you kind of cut through that and get to what is important? And what is important is kind of honoring each other, respecting each other, the feelings that you have for one another, okay? And kind of creating a shared vision. So that's what I'm seeing here. See what else we have. Tree of life. This is a 1, so this is coming out for you. Fertility, so this may be a sign for you. This person may be, you may have children with this person, or you may want to, you know, be thinking about having a family at this time. It says destiny. Okay, so I feel like you're really kind of woven into each other's life stories is what I'm seeing here. There are a lot of symbols on this tree trunk. So saying, look, this is grounded in something. It's like it's written for your life, that you should meet one another, that you should have these experiences. Okay, we've got the yin yang, we've got a star, we've got infinity, we've got the anchor, we've got a heart, right? The Egyptian anchor. All of these things may be signs for you. Okay, so yeah, let's see what else we have for you. Definitely woven into each other's stories, into each other's lives. And just like that, I'm just seeing like a lot of connections here. Maybe that you have a lot of people in common, a lot of kind of experiences that are kind of woven into each other's life stories, woven in and out of each other's experience. Opening up. This is so nice. So your person wants to open up to you about something that they've got. There's really something on their heart or on their mind that they want to kind of share with you. There's something that they've been thinking about, and it's just like they want to tell you. Okay, they want to tell you what's on their mind. They want to tell you what they've been thinking about, right? And just opening up at that deeper level to you. This is it's just like they want to tell you. No one else will do. Opening their heart to you, you know, having more kind of very real conversations. Oh my goodness, you get tie the knot. So this is like a higher level of commitment. So there may be issues around commitment in this connection, right? Perhaps one of you or both of you are already in a commitment, and that is making things complicated. Like I was saying, it feels like there's a lot of different people involved in this connection, right? It may also just be about the future. You know, are we going to be together? Am I going to be your person? Are we going to commit to one another? Are we going to marry? All of this. So I feel like this is something that's really on your person's mind. It's like what I'm hearing is becoming relationship ready as well. So I really feel like they want to open up to you. I'm hearing like opening a new chapter. So let's see what else we have for you. Oops. Sorry, I just had to reach those. That was too many. There's a lot of scattered energy here that I'm picking up on from this situation. It's like really interesting. So we will explore that further. I feel like there's such an energy here where you may be quite frustrated with your person. I see Leo's energy showing up really strongly here because they kind of weren't brave enough to commit to you or to kind of really do this thing together. I see that there is like a deep spiritual bond between you, right? And instead of kind of opening up and going deeper and facing their fears, they chose to walk away from it, or to end it, or to step away from it, or to pull that energy away from you. Okay, and that may be very frustrating or quite painful for you is what I'm seeing, because you know that you still love each other is what I'm hearing from spirit, right? You love them, they love you, you can still feel that, which is why you want to connect with this message today. You can still sense that. But I feel like they've been like a little bit cowardly, or you know, that they weren't able to face their fears. And it may be that you are judging them about that, you know, just being like, you should be like this, you should have been braver, you should have said these things, you should have told me about this at the time. But the fact is, your person's doing the best that they can with the information that they have, right? And, you know, we are emotional creatures. Obviously, I want to validate what you're experiencing as well, but it's just like, if you are in that energy, just know that, you know, we all have human frailties, we all have human triggers. And there may be something here as well where you feel like you just can't respect them, you know, if they can't show up for you in a particular way, in like an elevated way, or kind of being brave enough to say, yes, I want this, I want you, I want to be committed to you, I want to make a go of this, whatever it is, or I want to choose you, whatever your situation is, and they weren't able to find that within themselves, or they haven't been able to find that within themselves. And yet the love that they have for you still remains in their heart and is eternal. It feels like they were just like not brave enough to kind of make a go of this, or to come towards you. I'm feeling a lot in my heart chakra. There's a lot of pain here on both sides, but for different reasons. Your pain is like to do with disappointment. And their pain is more to do with like self-sabotage, or just like a wounding. That's what I'm seeing. Let's see what else we have coming up for you in your situation. Yeah, I see Libra's energy showing up really strongly in your reading. I feel like somebody like called time on this connection or something like this, or made some kind of very definitive decision that like, I'm going to go it alone, or I want to be in my own energy. There is this energy of rejection as well, of just like maybe someone in this connection is feeling rejected, and yet there's still this spark that you share between you. You still feel each other's energy, you're still attracted to one another. I'm feeling like nobody else compares for somebody in this connection as well. You just look around and, well, whoever it is, these readings can resonate vice versa, and just be like, I'm just not attracted to anyone like I'm attracted to you. Like nobody else compares to you. I'm feeling like somebody feels very isolated. Somebody may feel unworthy, right? I feel like someone may in this connection may have a fear of commitment. Even though like in their heart of hearts this is what they want. There may be a fear of commitment here. I feel like for some of you, not for all of you, there may already, someone in this connection may already be in a commitment or a marriage or a legal situation which is not allowing them to pursue this connection even though they want to. I feel like your person feels very empty inside themselves. They may be feeling depressed, or like a lack energy of just like emptiness, or like a void is what I'm hearing from Spirit. I don't know what it means, but like a void. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, they are aware of how, I see Aquarius energy here, showing up. Cancer's energy as well, maybe Pisces, but they are aware of the love that you have. You may be an empath, a starseed, an intuitive, a light worker, a chosen one. Right, you have a very, very particular frequency of light. I feel like that is very challenging for a lot of people, including your person, right? Because, and you may not be aware of this, you've got a very particular frequency of light that you shine. And that can be very triggering for a lot of people when they want to come near you. Right, it's like a moth to a flame. They want to come near you, but when they get close to you, and this isn't all aspects of like just connection, a friendship, a colleague, whatever, they're drawn to you because they see your light. They see that you emanate light because you're a chosen one. They see that, and so they want to come towards you, but they're not ready for it because their vibration is too low, or their consciousness level is too narrow, or whatever it is, and then they come towards you and it's the moth to a flame, and then they get their wings singed. And it isn't because you're vicious or because you hurt them, it's just something, it's just like they come towards you, you shine your light very brightly, so they're very attracted to that, they want to come towards you. And you operate in this beautiful energy of truth all the time, right? Of integrity, of authenticity, of truth, right? Of sacredness. And that's just who you are, and you can't be anybody else, right? That's just who you are. You have a beautiful open heart space. You're very authentic. You don't wear a mask or have a persona. You're just very authentic, and your person sees this. And this is what I'm seeing here. They've come towards you because they're attracted to your light. They want some of your light. But it's just like you can choose who you give your light to. Your light is very powerful. It's very unique, right? It's very fulfilling and nourishing. And they're aware that you bring this incredible truth and purity of heart to this connection. They know what you are offering, right? And yet they've turned their back on it and they've walked away from it already. So they know that if they've walked away from this, that it is something very significant, something very true, pure, very deep. But what I'm hearing from Spirit is like, what I'm hearing all the time is I'm not ready. I'm not ready to commit at this level. I'm not ready to love someone that deeply. It's like they struggle to connect to that frequency because you're just not on the same frequency as each other. And the thing is, you know, they can't come up, they can't rise up to meet you, although, you know, it's their journey. They are on that journey. They will get there eventually, but maybe not in this lifetime. And you can't dumb down to... I don't know how to explain it, but you know, you can't dim your light. You can for a little while in order to connect, and maybe you make yourself smaller, or you kind of shrink back. 8 of Pentacles coming out. Work. Let's see. But yeah, I feel like with this 8 of Pentacles, like you tried to be something that you're not in order to be able to match their frequency, or maybe you tried to help them to elevate their frequency so that you could be a match for one another. They know that you're special. That's the message that I got when I pulled these cards. They know that you're special, and you can't understand. You're just like, why have you walked away from me? And from their higher self, they know that they're not ready to love in the way that you love. That they, like, what I'm hearing is they couldn't do it justice. And it doesn't mean that there isn't love there or that they don't love you. It's just like they're not able to give you the love that you would find nourishing and fulfilling because they're just not at that spiritual stage. You're just like very spiritually evolved, spiritually developed. So maybe that you find it hard to connect to people on a deep level, or that it doesn't feel satisfying to you. a lot of the time. I feel like a lot of this, why you're so attracted to this person, is you feel like, maybe an empath, you feel like you could help them in some way or heal them in some way. And that's your natural gift. And of course you want to do that. If you see that they have this wounding or this unworthiness, of course you want to reach out. It's just like who you are. Let's see what else. Yeah, I feel like your person's in a very bad space right now. If you're in no contact, there may have been a situation where you reached out to them just to check that they were okay, right? And they may have like ghosted you or something like that. I really feel like if that's the case, they really they're wrestling within with a lot of different emotions that they don't really understand. I feel like there's an element of self-sabotage in your person's energy. I feel like they may have hurt you as well. And if that's the case, it's this thing where they hurt you before you could hurt them. I think that there's something here. Or they just like, it was like a distortion in order to kind of take the pressure off, take the heat off them a little bit, off the intensity of this connection. They went about like self-sabotaging or creating some drama or something like this to kind of like as a distraction is what I'm hearing. Let's see what else we have. You know, to distract you, to distract this whole situation from you getting too close to them, to having to talk about real things, to connecting at a deeper level, to really opening up and looking at the deeper issues. We had that card opening up at the beginning. Virgo's energy showing up here. Leo, Sagittarius energy as well. That may resonate with you. I do feel like you want a fresh start with this person, that you would give them a second chance or a third chance or another opportunity. In this connection, that's the kind of energy that you're in. I feel like you're very confident about what it is that you want. I feel like a lot of people are really drawn to you because you have a very healing energy. You carry a lot of angelic energy. You may be an earth angel. A lot of people want to get to know you, be your friend, be around you. You may have a strong message that you're sharing with people, right? Your person may be a little bit jealous of that. And people want to hear what you've got to say, right? I feel like you're a messenger in this life to other people that I'm seeing here as well. I feel like you're on a healing journey that you've been doing, like you've been very successful in doing that, is what I'm seeing. I feel like you would give this person another chance. I feel like you know that this person may be younger than you, or that you know that they're a younger soul than you, right? That you are an older soul, that you've had more experience, that you understand the bigger picture in a way that they don't, and you just have nothing but compassion for them, for the gaps in their knowledge, for their lack of understanding of kind of spiritual things. I feel like you want to go on this adventure with them, that you're confident that you could be happy with them. There's also this energy that lots and lots of people want to know you, and yet you, or maybe want to date you or ask you out or are interested in you because you shine your light so brightly, and yet there's the only one you want is this person, right? Or you're focused or fixated on this person, or just like no one else will do. Rainbows may be a sign for you in this connection. I see Aquarius, Libra energy showing up quite strongly in your reading. So yeah, I feel like you do share a lot of love with one another. is what I'm seeing. I feel like you're going to have a bit of back and forth kind of communication or conversation, but it's not going to be particularly meaningful or particularly like get to the truth or the depth of things. You know, connecting at that deeper level. They're not going to kind of open up to you in that way. Remember, we're just looking at a snapshot of the information in that way that you're hoping right now. You're just like, I really, really want to talk things through. And there is this opportunity to kind of weigh things up. But I just feel like the communication that you are going to have more communication with this person, but I feel like it's just going to be a bit on and off or up and down, right? You are going to hear from them that's going to make you really happy. But I feel like there's going to be something here where it's going to be, they're still going to be like guarded. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. They're going to be like a little bit guarded about how they express themselves with you, which again may cause some frustration for you. I feel like there's a lot of like going on. There's a lot going on in their life that's causing them kind of stress, or that they don't really know what it is that they want. And this is why you can never get to the kind of the root of the situation, is because they don't know what it is that they truly want. Like, and if you don't set that intention, I want this, this is my intention, this is what I'm moving towards, you know, energy flows where attention goes. If their attention is so scattered and all over the place, and then just like 1 minute is this, the next minute is that, it can make it difficult to move forward. I feel like your person's in a lot of confusion, like they're not being very discerning right now about the future, about what it is that they want, about how to move forward, or about what decision that they should make to create the, you know, happiness in the future. I'm actually going to draw some message cards for you. My heart belongs to you. Look at that. I see that here. I see that here. There is that energy of no one else compares that we were talking about. So that could be you. It could be your person. That's what I'm sensing. My heart belongs to you, and I think you can still feel their heart. That's the thing. There is love here. So yeah, they may have walked away from it, but they've walked away from someone who they truly love, who means the world to them, who means so much to them. But your person is in such deep confusion right now. Remember, we're just looking at a snapshot, you know, this week. They're really confused about what will make them happy, and what I'm getting is they're confused about what they want, and until they know what it is that they want, it's very, very difficult to move forward. And they're not going to tell you what they want. You're just like, I want to know where I stand, or I want to know what the future is. They're not going to tell you what it is that they want, because they don't know. They just don't know. And they're afraid of like taking the wrong path, of making the wrong decision. And it's like, because they don't really, I get this energy that they don't really know themselves that well. Maybe because they're young, or they're young in themselves, they don't have a lot of life experience, right? Or something. Or they just haven't asked those deeper questions of themselves. Okay. Let's see what else we have. The one. I told you. I said, look, they know you're the one. They see you as elevated, no one else compares, no one else will do. They know that you are the one. And then we have that tie the knot as well. So I feel like you're together in the 5D in union. I feel like this is a very deep soulful connection. They definitely want to come towards your light. Your person is in deep confusion right now, but they do love you. And they are thinking about commitment. Right? Is what I'm sensing. And they know that you are the one. So they're aware of this, and you know it as well. You both know it. So this is something that they're thinking about. I would say check in again in a week or two or a month. You know, let them figure out this confusion, let this settle down, and then kind of see if they can come into some kind of sharper focus about what's going to bring happiness. Right? Because I just feel like they're so deeply connected to you, and they're so drawn to you. I feel like they're cheating themselves out of something like a really beautiful connection. They're cheating themselves out of it, is what I'm seeing in your reading. Okay, let me know how this resonates down in the comments. You can claim this reading down in the comments as well. I do channel for the collective, and the collective are subscribers, so you may want to consider subscribing to the channel. People who subscribe find that they have kind of truer messages for them, you know, that it resonates deeper, it resonates at that deeper level when they're part of the community who I am channeling for. If you want to find out more about this connection, about what's going to happen, timescales, getting your personal questions answered, then you may want to get a personal reading. Keen are offering 10 minutes with the psychic of your choice for just $1.99. If you want to take advantage of that amazing deal of getting 10 minutes for just $1.99 to get your questions answered, it is linked in the description box below. If you want to find out who I talk to at Keen, I talk to Keen advisors regularly. They're all over on my website, my personal recommendations. It's lumieretarot.com. It's all linked as well in the description box. If you hit the tab Tarot, you will see the list of half a dozen people who I talk to at Keen myself. But I'm sending you lots of love and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Hey there, my lovelies. Thank you for joining me. This is your reading for everyone who picked the Amethyst Cluster Crystal. All right, let's find out what's going on for you in your no contact situation with your person. Please know that my readings contain both light and shade. Not to cast shade, but just to get a full, well-rounded picture of what's going on in your situation. Put a ring on it. Oh my goodness, you may have been engaged to this person. You may be talking about a high level of commitment. Prior to this no contact situation, there may be an issue about commitment regarding this situation, and that's why you're in no contact now. It could be that you are trying to manifest engagement or a commitment from them as well. If you are, then this is definitely a sign for you. This is from the Myth and Fire Oracle deck, one of the Lumiere decks. So yes, let's find out what else is going on for you. Whoops. And see what is happening. For some of you, you may fear that they're getting into a higher level commitment with somebody else at this time. But we will explore these factors further and have a look. The distorted mirror. So this is all about unworthiness. So there's someone in this connection who has really got some sort of wounding around their own self-esteem and self-worth. And I'm hearing that there's some kind of solar plexus blockage in the chakras around this situation as well. So it could be that someone has body dysmorphia, or doesn't feel very confident about their body, or doesn't feel sexy or attractive, or just feels unworthy of true love. So there is some distortion which is showing up in your connection, okay, with this person that may resonate with you. Someone who's very self-critical and has like that mean voice in their head telling them that they're not enough to receive this love that you are offering, okay? Second chance. Look at that, you guys. This relationship deserves a second chance. Those energies are still there, so you may not be in communication, you may be in no contact right now, but you're still feeling this person's energy, and I can tell you for sure they are still feeling yours, right? So I feel like you're still very bonded to one another. It's not like either of you have forgotten about each other. You're still like very energetically connected to one another, sharing a lot of telepathic messages, a lot of psychic energy, all of that, okay? And that's because you're still very much bonded to one another. So there is the opportunity here for this relationship to have a second chance. And maybe that someone in this connection is looking to give this connection a second chance. Is definitely open to that. I feel like this is, I'm hearing two-way street. This is both, you're both feeling the same way. I'm just like, yes, now that I've learned this about myself, or now that I understand what the issue was, I feel like I could have a go at this from a more empowered, more open, more receptive, more understanding place. Maybe your person wants a second chance if they've made a mistake, right? And that could even lead to an engagement or higher level commitment with you both. But let's see what's going on with your person. I feel like your person may have been quite inconsistent with you, may have only given you crumbs, right? This is something, sorry, I'm just getting comfortable in my seat. Libra, Aquarius energy may be significant to you as well, right? I feel like they may have been inconsistent and you may have just been receiving crumbs, like I was saying. But what's interesting is that this is something they're aware of, and it's something that they're working on. For some of you, it may have been the case that you only received crumbs because of their work situation. They're spread very thin because of their responsibilities, because of their work projects or their studies, right? And so they were a little bit hot and cold, a little bit in and out of your life, and it's because they felt like they were stretched a little bit too thin with their responsibilities, and they weren't able to give you everything that you desired and that you deserved, and this resulted in them not meeting your needs. And I'm hearing from Spirit that that made them feel very bad about themselves. So this may be why we had this unworthiness here. They know that you deserve more than this. They want to be the sort of person who can meet your needs, but they weren't able to figure out how to do that. I'm hearing they just felt like there wasn't enough hours in the day for everything that they needed to do. Also, for some of you, it could be that you or them have got health problems as well, and that made it very difficult. Maybe an issue with a thyroid. Not necessarily, very specific message coming through from Spirit, but just something that made them tired. They may have thought that they were being lazy, or you may have thought that they were being lazy, but they're just getting very tired because they've either got a nutritional deficiency or some kind of issue with their thyroid that they don't know about. That's just a message for some of you, okay? Could just be, I'm hearing burning the candle at both ends, so and final push. So maybe it's just that they were trying to push through a certain situation to get a qualification, or to get a promotion, or to get projects done, right? But it just feels like when one thing ends, another thing begins, and so they never had the energy for this connection. There's something about there not being enough energy to fuel this connection, if that makes sense. But what it looked like to you was somebody who was like inconsistent in their behavior, if this is your message, okay? Interesting, I'm getting a lot of messages here. Virgo's energy, very strongly Leo's energy as well. You may be dealing with a Sagittarius. I feel like you met this person through a group of friends, something like this, or when you were single, you weren't really looking for anything, or you were just looking for some fun, like you weren't looking for anything serious, or someone in this connection was in that kind of energy, because you're both, these readings can resonate vice versa. So there's this strong energy that when you met, somebody in this connection wasn't looking for anything serious, or wasn't looking for a connection or a relationship. Maybe happy just to make a friendship, or just to have a hookup, or a good time, someone to party with, maybe something like this, but not sort of looking for a relationship right now. And I just feel like that's what you, somebody in this connection was really in that energy at that time. I feel like somebody may have had their heart space closed, right? I feel like maybe your person goes through periods of depression or something like this, or where they pull away. Like sometimes I just feel like when it's good, it's really good, and you're socializing, you're out with other people and you've got stuff going on, and then they kind of pull away a little bit. Or they just give you these crumbs which are just like, oh yeah, I'll come round if, you know, there's going to be a hookup, but otherwise I haven't got time for you. That's a message for some of you as well. Let's see what else is going on. I feel like they've shut you out as well. I'm hearing that they've shut you out emotionally. I feel like there's this energy where you want to get back to the good times as well. It may also be the case that you can't pick up on their energy. Like this is, like, we were talking about like, sorry, I can't remember. But they may have shut you out of their energy. So in the past you may have felt their energy, right? And now you're just like, I can't sense them. I can't sense them around me. I'm not seeing signs. So you may feel like you've been shut out of things, or shut out of their energy. You may have sent them several messages and they've ghosted you as well. Or they've just replied with some sort of nonsense, or a sexual message or something like this, or an inappropriate message, or a drunk message, right? Which has left you feeling more confused and lonely. For some of you, that's a message that I'm getting as well. Interesting. I see Pisces energy showing up here in your reading, Taurus energy as well. There's something here where they're being very stubborn. There's this energy of my way or the highway in your reading, of just like, I want everything on my terms. They do this because they want to feel safe around things, okay? You get the Ace of Cups. There is definitely love here that they have for you, right? They have love in their heart for you, but I feel like their heart chakra is a little bit closed. I also feel like there's an issue around commitment as well that's showing up, or the long term, or them being unwilling to think about things in the future, or creating something with you, but they have got feelings for you. It may also be that they're resisting those feelings because they just wanted this to be a fling or something quite light-hearted or friends with benefits or something like this, and yet it feels like they've caught feelings for you, and now they're in much deeper than they anticipated. This is something that they're fighting their own feelings for you. Okay, they see you as golden, they see you as somebody who's really amazing, who's very grounded, who's got a lot going on in their life. You know that you're working towards your own goals and dreams. I feel like you've been very poised during this whole situation, like you've shown up with a lot of poise and groundedness, like you've respected their time. I feel like you've treated them better than they have treated you. Like you've shown a lot of understanding, a lot of wisdom around the situation. Like you have understanding, you understand the bigger picture, you understand why they show up in the way that they do. Oh my goodness, this is going through a major transformation. I'm telling you, Gemini and Scorpio energy showing up strongly in your reading, and you get the lovers as well as their feelings for you. So this is a soulmate connection, higher level soulmate, or maybe a twin flame connection as well that you're seeing here. Could be a case of right person, wrong time is what I'm seeing as well for some of you. But this connection and your person, you're mirroring one another a lot is what I'm seeing here, right? And your person is going through a major transformation, and this whole connection is going through a major transformation. Okay, so I feel like they may have been a bit of a player or a little bit immature in the way that they've dealt with this or approached this, but they are changing, and that is so positive. That, because they have been so stubborn about saying what it is that they wanted. But I see this person changing into somebody who can commit, into somebody who's more mature and wanting to kind of meet you where you're at, so you're no longer in this phase where they are just giving you crumbs. Spirit is clear though that they're kind of matching your energy, so however they're showing up for you, they're mirroring something that is in your energy field. So you may want to look within yourself, you know, do you feel worthy of love, right? Do you feel worthy of true love? Do you feel like you're lucky in love? Do you expect love to come to you, right? There's something here where you're very similar in your frequencies, and you may be thinking it's them, it's them, it's them. It's what they're doing to me. But there's something in this where you are doing something to yourself. I can't tell you exactly what that is, but maybe to do with a limiting belief. Or you know, talking badly to yourself, or thinking that you have to be different in order to be loved, or in order to have this love with this person. There's a realization here. I think there's a breakdown of the old. Like with this death, I always think of like a butterfly going into chrysalis, right? And the chrysalis, you think that the caterpillar is just going in there to grow some wings and is going to come out. That is not what happens. What happens in that chrysalis is that there's this chemical mush. So the caterpillar turns into like a mush, and then turns into a butterfly. So it's not like caterpillar gets wings and then becomes a butterfly. It's like caterpillar becomes a mush and like a kind of mixed up soup, and then grows the wings, you know, and then that's what we see here. You know, it looks beautiful angel, it looks like it's spreading those beautiful wings. So you may be in this situation where you are very much in the dark, you don't know what's going on, you can't see the future, you can't feel that energy. That's what it's like when you're in the chrysalis, right? That's what transformation is like. It is shadowy, it's dark, it's confusing, it's messy, and it may feel like everything has to break apart. But there's definitely a transformation where your person does want to become relationship ready. And there is something here where they want a second chance, where they want to be able to be in union with you. Right? And I wouldn't say that if I didn't see it really clearly. You know, the message is really clear here. Whether or not that transpires into reality is kind of up to you. But it's just like, what I'm telling you is that this spirit is saying this is available in your energy fields. Okay? And how you play it, and how what you believe and what you assume, you know, the law of assumption, is up to you. That's your power. You can't give your power away to a YouTube tarot reader, right? But what I'm telling you is that that is in the energy between you both. It is there, and I know that you feel it as well. But there is this powerful transformation that's going on, and it may be that looks like time apart, it may be that it looks like a separation, it may be that it looks like they're going away from you, or that they need to do something else for a year before they come back to you. But you are connected heart to heart, soul to soul. You have a very strong psychic bond, a very soulful spiritual connection between you both. What I'm hearing is get back on track. So there's something in your energy. Look, we have 1111 as well. So you get the Four of Wands, that's the 1111 card. Hang on, you guys got to get comfy. This is a juicy reading. So there is a strong energy within your energy field about feeling rejected, about feeling out in the cold. Like I was saying, like you can't sense them, you can't pick up on their energy, right? You're just like, you just feel like they're completely gone, like maybe like they've even died. Like they haven't, but it could feel like that, like the energy's the same because it feels so final, right? But there's this energy where you just want things to get back on track. And maybe you feel like this is your divine masculine, or that you are the divine masculine representative in this representation in this connection. Like I'm seeing here, Aries energy showing up really strongly. But what I heard is just like, you want to get things back on track. You want them to kind of level up for you, for definite. To have a plan for the future. You want to build a solid future. I really sense that in your energy, that you're quite kind of forward focused in a really kind of healthy way, you know, because if you don't have an intention for what you want in your life, from relationships, from your future, from any kind of situation, then it can be difficult for the universe to bring you what you want. But I see that you're very solid. You're just like, there's something in your energy where like, I want to create a home, I want to put down roots, or just like, I want to plan for the future. And it's very strong in your energy field. And I feel like for some of you, you feel like because of this connection, you feel like you've been cheated out of those plans. Like maybe you had plans with this person, or you imagined something that you talked about with them, or maybe just something that you dreamed of or wanted to manifest with them, and you feel like you've been cheated out of that. I feel like you would like a higher level commitment from this person, or that you would like them to marry you or move in together, right? I feel like you're very clear about what it is that you want. I think, and like I was saying, I think that's a really good thing. Let's see what else we have. I see Aquarius energy showing up really strongly in your reading. I feel like there is reason to be hopeful in this connection. I feel like they're coming towards you full force as well. In this connection, they want to come towards you. There's a lot of healing work that is being done in this connection right now to kind of balance things out. You know, I feel like what I'm hearing is it's not going to be like plain sailing. There's going to be a lot to kind of talk through, a lot to work out. There may be some back and forth, a little bit of hot and cold, if I'm really honest with you as well. I do feel like they're going to come back into your life, but it's not going to be in that way that is very stable. So I feel like they're going to come back towards you for this second chance that we've been talking about. And they are making changes, and they are committed to healing, right? And you can have beautiful conversations where you talk about like healing, you know, things that are kind of nourishing and healing for you. But I just feel when they come back towards you, it may still be a little bit inconsistent, and it may not be that, you see, there's something in your energy field where you want to be really stable, and you want 100% surety as to the future and what's happening and what's going on and what the label is for this connection. And yeah, I do feel like your person is coming back towards you because they want to apologize, or they want to reconcile with you, right? I see this here, and you know, this is a passionate reunion, like, yeah, sorry, I'm just, the energy's a bit funny. It's kind of like you may, when I say passionate reunion, you know, you may just end up in bed together. Even though you kind of have said that you wouldn't do that, like that kind of situation, something like that. So I see that here showing up like as well, but I feel like they're not coming towards you with the consistency or with the stability initially, and that doesn't mean that they never will, because we're just looking at a snapshot in time. But I just feel like initially when they come back towards you, there's something in your energy field where you're just like, you want them to be really clear cut, and you want them to give you the solid answer that you're looking for. And I feel like they will come towards you, and it is going to be very passionate and they're going to come on strong, but it may still be a little bit stressful, right? Is what I'm saying. It may not be you know, there's still like a lot to figure out, and I think, you know, that's something that you can recognize in this connection, that there's still something that you need to figure out in order to make it work. And I feel like that energy that they're coming, like, I'm trying to find the words to say it and I can't quite find it, but it's just like, yeah, they'll come towards you, but not in that stable way that you're looking for. But like I was saying, that's just initially, because there's things to work out, but there is healing energy here. I feel like this person, yeah, is going to come back towards you. They feel drawn towards you. They love your energy. You may be a healer, and intuitive, and empath. They love experiencing that. Things may be a little bit unbalanced between you, because I feel like you're so balanced and so clear about what it is that you want. They're very drawn to that because they want that for themselves, and yet they don't know how to create it for themselves. I feel like there's an imbalance between you both that needs kind of a resolution or healing. But there's something about it, like you're two pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, that just, well, there's something about it where you complement each other. Where there's a lack in them, you're able to fill that void, and vice versa. Whatever is, like, it's like if you need a lot of stability, they bring spontaneity to you, and you find that very attractive because you find that difficult. That's just an example of how I'm feeling the differences between you. It's that opposites attract thing, right? And where they're like a little bit fly by the seat of their pants, a little bit crazy, and never make any plans or whatever, however this is showing up, or where they don't really think about things particularly deeply, you bring that to them as their medicine of just like, here's some healing, here's some stability, here's some calmness to kind of, and then in that way you bring balance to one another. But that can, and that's why you're attracted to one another, right? But that might be quite challenging in a way. That's what I'm seeing. I'm listening to my head, not my heart. So whatever it is that's been going on between you, I feel like your person's kind of just being logical. This is for the best. This is the best thing. But the heart wants what the heart wants. This is why I said they were fighting. They're trying to be practical is what I'm seeing here. Trying to be practical about the situation and what's realistic. Trying to be realistic. But their heart still yearns for you. Their heart still wants you. Okay, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honour to read your cards. If you want to claim this reading, then drop me a comment. Also, you may want to consider subscribing to the channel, because I read for the collective. The collective is the Lumiere subscriber community, so people find that they get messages that resonate at a deeper level when they are part of the community. If you want to find out more about this connection, you may want to talk to a psychic and ask, get all your questions answered. Keen are offering Lumiere subscribers 10 minutes with the psychic of your choice for just $1.99, so it's a really amazing deal. It's linked down below. If you want to find out the psychics who I talk to at Keen, it's over at my website lumieretarot.com. Click the tab Tarot and you will see, or the half dozen psychics who I talk to regularly at Keen. They can answer all your questions, you know, time scales and things like that I'm unable to give you in a general reading. But I'm sending you lots of love. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.